couples pay. Wait, what? Being live stream. Got it. Okay. Couples, pay attention to your relationship. What happened?
I'm on the live stream of YouTube.
I can't see your face.
You can't? Okay, give me a second. Let me go back.
There we go. I can see now.
You can see now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Is it being recorded?
I believe so. Let me make sure. Hey, Ray. Oh. You coming in? I'm trying to, it's live streaming to YouTube right now, so. Yeah, I believe it's still live streaming to YouTube.
Okay, it says live on the thing. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Pay attention to your relationships. Pay attention to the individual that you're in a relationship with, and also pay attention to yourself. Because that's the main factor. You got to pay attention to yourself, your behavior, what you're doing in a relationship, because you can't expect so much from someone else and you doing so little yourself. You can't expect the other person to work on something and you're not even working on yourself or even thinking about maybe I'm doing something wrong or maybe I can do something better to, contribute to this relationship. So, and that becomes the main point, which is communicating with your partner and communicating with yourself, because you got to understand that it takes two people to make a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have communication with the other person and not with yourself, then you're just two people living in the same place or just dealing with each other. You're not really trying to work anything out or make a commitment with each other. So communicate with your partner and be open for change and be open to adjust and stuff like that.
I can agree with that. You late, but you here. You can join in through the link. I think it should be under there. I'm not sure, but you need to check. I think it should be there though. If not, then I'll send it to you in your inbox if need be. Because I would love to hear what you have to say. I agree. I can say that me personally, in my experiences, I have been absent in my relationship. I have been very absent. Sometimes intentionally, and sometimes it wasn't intentionally. Sometimes it was just I was too much into myself and the kids, and I really didn't have time to focus on personal needs. So that's when things started to fall apart. But I wasn't paying attention to that. I was just seeing that, excuse me, oh, you're changing. I didn't see that I had changed. So it's like, excuse me, y'all, I'm choking. It's like I didn't pay attention. And because I didn't pay attention, I caught on too late. And by the time I caught on, he had already been cheating with this girl for like a couple of weeks by this time. So by the time it's time for me to be like, hey, what's up? she's saying, well, he has to make a decision on who he want to be with. If he want to be with me or you. And I'm thinking like, what the how he gonna make a decision when he made a decision when he said I do? So, but evidently I thought, just because he's my husband, I didn't have to worry about this woman and that woman. And I was sadly mistaken because I was very, 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 very naive. Very naive. But at the end of the day, it was a lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
It was something to mature me, something to wake me up, something to make me realize, excuse me, that I had messed up. I wasn't as perfect as I thought I was. That I had flaws, that I needed to work on them if I expected to have the man that I desired. Whether it was him or not, I needed to work on me. Because if this was a problem for him, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a problem for another man. So am I going to just continue to keep having this negative attitude, or am I just going to work on myself and get better?
Right. And I feel that, oh, it happened again. You
No, I cut the video off. Go ahead.
Okay. We should learn to, when we're in a relationship, keep our minds open, but also at the same time keep our guards up.
Definitely.
Because we should be able to, we should pay attention to certain signs, especially if you're in a relationship and you're questioning if this person is cheating on you, or if they're distancing themselves from you, and you should be able to be like, why is that? You should know these things when you're in a relationship. Maybe it's me, maybe it's him. So you got to keep your mind open, but also keep your guard up, because if you don't keep your guard up, it's going to lead to you being hurt the most.
Say that again. Say that again. Because see, that's like I said, lessons learned. If things are happening in your life, if things are happening around you, to you, and you're not paying attention, and all you're doing is putting blame on the things that you're focused on, which is their faults, but you're not looking at, I wonder what did I do to maybe make this person change? And then if you didn't, and you realize this individual was just messed up, then you realize, hey, you know what? I know I was acting right. I know it was me that was trying to keep this relationship together, because you're the one who changed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the one if you're gonna change and start acting like a butthole, knowing good and well that I'm a good woman to you, then you don't deserve me. But if a person doesn't recognize that I do something, or is it just this individual's just that kind of person, then they're going to be stuck in relationships for a very long time with what they call narcissists and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulators. Of course, you're going to be stuck in a relationship like that, because you're not even looking at yourself to say, dang, is it me, or is it just this person is a messed up individual? Now, if the person is a messed up individual and you feel like Captain Save-A-Ho, then listen, if you want to play Captain Save-A-Ho, that's all your energy right there. Go ahead, have at it, have a good time. But personally, these people usually need saving again from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they never know how to walk right and not walk into trouble. They end up 9 times out of 10 needing somebody to help save them again. So If you feel like you want to put in time, effort, sweat, tears, energy of sex into this relationship with a narcissist, with somebody who the only reason why y'all are together, in your mind anyway, is because you're the one who keeping it together. This person doing everything, showing you, I'm single. You're in a relationship by yourself. But unfortunately, a lot of us don't want to see the truth. And that's about a lot of things. We don't want to see the truth. Maya Angelou said, if somebody shows you the real them, believe that that's who they are. You cannot change them. If you with them for 5 years and they still doing the same thing and y'all still having the same argument, it's you that keeping the relationship together, because this person is saying, hey, this is me, and you trying to change me, and I ain't ready to change.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to change anyone.
Exactly.
Because that person should be able to change for themselves. And if they're not trying to change for themselves, then you just need to get out the picture.
It means you just ain't that person for them. You're just not that person to make them feel, I want to change for the better. This person makes me a better person. This person make me want to step my game up. This person make me want to change and act right. If ain't nobody feeling like that about you, you just not that person.
You're not.
They're gonna keep playing you and playing you and playing you until they finish using you up. Either they done found your next replacement and they done moved on to the person who they really want to be with, and then you're looking stupid like, oh, all these years, and they like, exactly. Too many years I done spent with you and you still the same person. Like, I'm tired. Why you ain't get it? And then they get mad. And then they cry. And then they want to go to all their family members and their best friends. And that nigga did this, that bitch did that, and she ain't nothing but a hoe. And he did this, and he left me for that ugly, bald-headed bitch.
And a great movie that portrays that is Just Right with Queen Latifah.
Okay. I haven't really watched it, so I gotta watch that.
But yeah, if anybody ever watched that movie, they would know that that's a good. It portrays that type of relationship with you in a relationship with someone else, but you in a relationship with someone, but the person you actually want to be with is right there next to you, and the person that actually want to make you change is not the person that's you laying with. And so now you make a choice to leave this person behind and get with the person that's really helping me, that I really want to be with. I done watched that movie 2 times in a row the same night.
I see it. It's like to me, how can you not see the signs someone's showing you? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be completely blind to miss someone not coming around, someone no longer even saying I love you, no longer wanting to touch you like that no more, no longer wanting to take you out no more, no longer even really want to be around you like that. Like,
you should know from their expressions.
Blind. Yeah, you literally got to be blind or naive in denial to see somebody saying, I don't want you no more, or I don't want you right now. But like I said, the average person act like they don't see it and keep on trying and keep on trying. And why are you doing this to me? If somebody got to tell you, I don't want you more than one time, hey, you deserve to get played, bro. For real. You deserve to get played. If somebody tell you, I don't want you more than once, twice, 3 times, maybe you need to get dogged out really, really bad till it break your heart so bad till you be like, you know what? I'm up now. Lesson learned. You ain't got to drag me down no more because you are the last. I promise. Nobody ever do that to me no more. And until you get to that point, you're going to keep on getting dogged, keep on getting dogged, keep on getting played, remix, getting played, getting dogged, getting played, getting dogged. You're going to keep on getting played. You got to be able to change yourself and figure out what it is that you want and not find somebody that you like that might have 1 or 2 qualities, but lack everything else. And you say, I'm going to make them what I want them to be. It don't work like that.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't work like that. You get what you get. Just like how babies come out, you be like, a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy. And they come out a girl, you get what you get.
Right.
So it's like people got to be real with themselves and get out of this fairy tale imagination that they live in. Like I say this all the time. I live in a damn Twilight Zone world. I live around people that is living in a damn dream and they refuse to wake the hell up. And then they want to tell you all about their damn dream like it's real life. Like, and I'm like, you know, you dreaming, right? Time for you to wake up. No, that's gonna happen. I'm like, all right.
Mm-mm.
Like,
Wake
I'm
up.
tired. What you say? What was you saying? Oh, I guess you didn't say nothing. But I'm that's stupid to me. And people really, 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 really need to wake up. But I'm gonna get into those posts that I was talking about because I really do want to touch on some of these discussions. I did say that I wanted to make certain topics highlighted, and I will do that. Huh?
I said the main focus of the make those certain posts the main focus of the live.
You know, it's open discussion because I want anybody to feel like they, you know, whatever we say or touch on, and somebody feels like, hey, I want to go back to that, or they want to feed off of something that I was saying or you were saying or anybody else, and they coming on with something else, that'll be great.
All right. I want to know where my background singer's at. Where everybody else at.
Hey, I don't know where my background singer's at.
Black Pamela Bell. Where my background singers?
I don't know where my background singers are right now, but I'm pretty sure they'll show up sooner or later. But even if they don't, the show must go on. I'm a whole show by myself. So I'm a whole show by myself. But the topics though. So I'm gonna start ruffling feathers because that's what I like to do. With some truth. And we're gonna talk about this consenting age thing.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I want to talk about this consenting age thing,
I'm gonna talk about it too,
is because a lot of people are in denial, especially with all of this shit going on. And I'm about sick of it. And I'm about tired of being quiet about it. And whenever I do say something about it, I tend to piss people off because I'm bringing up some damn childhood memories for their little asses. So therefore, they want to take things personal. However, if you take it personal, do it on your own personal time. But on my show, we're going to talk about it. And if you got a problem, then we can address it. But I don't want to hear no, not everybody ain't like nothing. We talking about your personal situation. And if the shoe don't fit, then don't cry like a howling ass dog, okay? Just stick around with the conversation, okay? Get out your damn feelings and let's talk like adults. If you can't, get your ass off my show. Now,
right.
We're going to get on to this. What age should consent be? Law. What
Me
age
personally?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I feel the age of consent should be 16.
Okay. Why do you use 16? Why do you say 16?
Okay, at 16, you're already maturing and you're already experiencing these, desires, certain things. Like you're changing. You're no longer a child, and now you're growing into your years that you're gonna be out in the world. You got to get a job. You're gonna have to start fending for yourself because you don't got too long. Like 18 is right around the corner. 18 is right around the corner. So you can't stay in that childlike mindset at the age of 16 because you only got a couple of months until you no longer in high school. You done graduated, probably gonna get kicked out your mama's house, and you still acting like a child. So when I see these 16-year-olds who are in relationships with people that's 19 or 20 or stuff like that, I don't care. I don't care because I think people put too much focus on it because it's simply a law. That's why I think they put the most focus on it, because it's a law. But without that law, what is actually wrong with it? Break it down and tell me what's disgusting or what's inappropriate about it.
I can agree, because I agreed at 16 as well, simply because I know a lot of adults today who the majority of them will tell you at 15, I was already out my mama's house. I was already blah, 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 blah. So 15 seems to be an age to where people really start thinking about life decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And by 16, they're already trying to make those things fall in line. At 16, they're putting, hell, at 15, they getting jobs so they can already at 16 move out.
Exactly.
So I think we need to go back and reevaluate age limits, simply because back in the day, when I can say we were more on a higher intelligence level back then, because we were able to do more for ourselves, versus being more dependent upon other things. So back then you had people who were saying giving their daughters away at 15 and sometimes younger. So back then you were 15, if not younger, with working on baby number whatever with your husband. Now, having a whole full family at 15 years old and raising kids. Today, things are like that. Only these 15-year-olds like the husband, but they got the baby.
Mm-hmm.
They even like the boyfriend that they had the baby with. So that's showing that something happened to where we fell off versus learning from a lesson. So we have more husbands now instead of single mothers. But it's not like that today. It was like that back then when these girls was 15 years old and their mothers was giving these girls away to older men that they felt that would take care of them. And obviously a lot of them did. But they felt like their daughters were of a mature mindset at that time because she was already showing signs of her being interested in men. So her mother would be like, you know, is there anybody that you're interested in? Oh, I like so-and-so down the street. Well, I mean, what about so-and-so? He's much more mature, older. He's, you know, I believe he can take care of me. He's got a good job at so-and-so. Sure, you might not want somebody more like that than, oh, so-and-so right there. I like him. He's more of my age. Blah, 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 blah. But mama looking for you to be taken care of. She wants you with school teacher. She wants you with the mechanic down the street that can take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
But when we look at that today, right? And you see a situation where this 15-year-old girl is saying, I feel like I'm an adult. I mean, I don't ask my mama for nothing no more. I work. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. By the time I get 16, by the time I get 18, I graduate, I plan on moving out. Like I already have things together. So if you're going to tell a 15-year-old that's already in progress of living life to where she's deciding she already got plans in a couple of years, if not this year, to move out of her parents' house or out of her mama's house and up from under her control. So it's like, why today is the 15-year-old on the level of 7 or 5-year-old versus an actual 15 and can think for themselves? Because by 15, you're supposed to already know what you want to do with the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
The things that you like to do. At least you should know what it is that you want to do. Not what you have to do, but you should at least know what it is that you want to do because of the things that you like to do. But most 15-year-olds can't even tell you that. They have no, I mean, what's your talent? Do you plan on going professional? Do you plan on making this a career? What? And how many parents actually talk to their kids enough to find out where is your child's mindset? Is your child 15, but with the mindset of a 7-year-old? Or is your child 15 with a mindset of an 18, 20-year-old and ready to move out your house?
Exactly.
Where is your kid? Because if you're going to act like you're fully controlling somebody and making them make decisions, your 15-year-old is going to break your heart and going to break you down and show you, I can't do everything I want to do, but I'm going to live my life. And they're going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people need to wake up because a lot of people too sleep on that bull crap and they following what society says. Oh, okay. So when society shocks you and they start doing consenting at 12 years old, then what you gonna do? Since everybody want to follow society's ways, when society wild out on y'all so much to where they legalize age at 12 and 13, What you gonna do? Oh, not my daughter, not my son. But it's okay because they're telling you at an age that you think, well, 15 is okay, 16 is okay. But when they say 12, then what? You got to know how to think for yourself. You got to know how to let your child think for themselves. They know what they want. They know what they want to do. But a lot of parents be like, nah, why don't you talk to your kid to see where they are mentally, intelligent, have a conversation openly and be like, so let me ask you, are you into dating? Are you interested in dating? Do you like somebody? Who do you like? What do you like? Do you feel like you're ready to make those type of moves? Do you feel like you're mature enough? Or You don't know where your kid at. And that jump be crazy to me because it's like when your kid do come to you and be like, I'm pregnant, it's too late.
Right.
It's too late. You should have had that conversation with your kid when you saw them changing a little bit and you like, I think my kid ready to start dating or trying, interested in something. I might need to find out where my kid at. And your kid 12 years old, but you see this boy looking at girls. You see him checking out booty and stuff like that. Then you find out he been getting his little pecker sucked since he been 12 or 9. Because you didn't want to be, this is what's happening. It is what's happening. My kids surprised me at the age I knew they started doing stuff. I surprised my mama at the age I started doing stuff. But that doesn't mean that, this isn't real life. It's real life. You got people out here, 12-year-olds and 13 and 14-year-olds that's having sex and having babies, getting pregnant. And that's kind of something that's like, that's back in the day. But the only problem is that back in the day, they had husbands or they had help. There is no help for this 12-year-old kid that pops up pregnant today, other than the court system. And what is this 12-year-old boy who got her pregnant gonna do? He gonna get a job? What? Doing what? Doing what? These are conversations we need to have. What is the consenting age? What should that consenting age be? I'm so curious to know what people have to say. I need you. Hey. Y'all, if you hear her barking, my bad. Yeah, she be wilding, but I just But
yeah, 16 should be the consenting age for, as like say adult wise, to consider yourself as an adult. Are you maturing into that stages of being an adult? Now with consenting as with people as younger, like say you, just like you said, children are doing these things with one another. Like they are experiencing, like it's not like this is not happening, because I know me and my brothers, I know what they did, I know what, all that stuff like that, at what ages. So this is real stuff. You're not you thinking of your child as this innocent child, or like they would never do this type of stuff, but they are doing it. They are experiencing at young ages. And you need to be able to speak and talk to your child, because if you don't, you as a parent should be able to be like, okay, if you let me know if you're doing certain things, like come to me for guidance or certain stuff, because I don't want you to be hurt in the end. I don't want you to be misinformed in the end. So start at a young age to educate your children on certain topics like this. instead of waiting until they get 16 and they almost out of freaking high school. You too late.
Right.
You too late. They like, well, mama, I've been doing this stuff already.
Mm-hmm.
You late.
I agree. I wish, I was saying to the lady I call mother, that at the end of the day, this is how I see things should go. If I know that kids didn't come with a manual and I had to learn everything of, how to handle my own kids, it's like I had to build a relationship to talk to them individually to find out who they are individually, because they like different things. They have different mindsets.
Mm-hmm.
They want different things. So calm down, LA. Ain't nobody out there. So they want different things. So it's like it gets to a point where you have to talk to your child. You have to build a relationship, a personal one with your child, so that way when obstacles come up, they're not uncomfortable with asking you about it.
Mm-hmm.
They can be open and be like, hey, this and this happened and I ended up getting this and I want to know if this is bad. I want you to take a look at it.
Exactly. It's like teach them at a young age, because once they get to that certain age where you do tell them, it's too late. They were probably pregnant already, or they even probably got a disease now, because you did not tell them the consequences are that certain things that can happen or lead up to this from having sex. You want to shelter them so much, but they already been out the house.
Right.
They already been doing this and third, and now you looking stupid. Like, okay, where can I have gone wrong? What did I do wrong? Was it me? Or yes, it was you. It was you. You wanted to keep your child in a child place and think that they can't ever do any of these things, but they're gonna do it behind your back.
And
that's the worst part.
Agreed. They will do it behind your back. They will do it behind your back. And
then when you find out they do it, you're gonna get mad at them and want to beat them and everything. No, beat yourself for neglecting your child.
You make a valid point. A lot of parents, they grow up how their parents are, never taking accountability, never saying, you know what, I think I messed up here as a parent, but I'm gonna try to do better now that I'm aware. They don't want to say they're sorry. They don't want to apologize for maybe messing up. So, there's going to always be a problem when it comes down to raising a kid that's open with you versus raising one that feel like they can't trust you because you can't even acknowledge that you did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even tell me you're sorry when you hurt me. So a person is not going to, they're not going to be that open to want to talk to you because they feel like you're not reciprocating anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But my question was, should these men who sleep with the so-called consenting underage girls, 15-ish or so, be under fire? Per the law? Yeah. But when that 15-year-old lies and says she's 18 and she's been acting like an 18-year-old and she's been serenading him like a grown woman and he gets locked up, it's like Should he really go to jail for that one? Now, the one that wasn't serenading and he was manipulating and be like, oh, okay, come here. Now that. But one 15-year-old that's saying, come and get this? No. Because they are consenting. And we cannot say that mentally they don't have the awareness, because 12-year-olds back then was consenting. And you said that they had the awareness back then, but we are supposed to be an evolving people and learn more than what we did back then. So what's the problem? It doesn't match up. Not unless it's all about control. Because if age and intelligence supposed to mean something, then it need to mean something back then and today. Don't make it mean something just to fit your personal agenda. Because some people is going to agree and others are not. And it's going to always be somebody that's going to disagree. Because they feel, hey, that's for them slow ass people over there. I'm not no slow leak. They might need you forever, but I don't. I'm making moves right now and I'm only 15. At 16, I got my own business. What you talking about? I don't need you like that. That's for those 16-year-olds who still in high school, haven't gotten their stuff together. I graduated already. I'm this and the other already. You can't pit all 15-year-olds in the same category because everybody is not on the same intelligence level. Same thing with adults. I don't care if you have the age of an adult. If you think like a child, then you are a child in a grown person's body, point blank. Take that how you want, but it is facts. And what I hate about the media and society is that they nurture stupid shit and they make these people feel as if, oh yeah, you know, you're smart. No, the fuck you're not. You're a damn idiot and you're not learning any lessons. You'll be smart if you actually retain something, if you actually learn something, if you actually get the lesson that life is trying to teach you, yeah, then you'll be smart. You'll be very wise. But as long as you continue to keep acting like a child, just because you're an adult and you sitting up here fighting people, grown ass, because you don't know how to speak and get your point across and be like, you know what? It is what it is. And walk away. If that's how you feel, all right. I'm going to leave you with you and your thoughts. But instead, you get somebody that gets so stressed in the chest, they pull out a gun and blow your brains out. This is where we at. So when somebody tell me want to argue about age, I don't want to hear shit about age. It's not just a number. Yes, the hell it is. Because I know plenty of people my age that is nowhere near where my kids that's younger are. My kids are way more mature than people in their 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s that I know.
Right.
So when somebody come to me with that bullshit about, oh, they young, or they did that, I don't want to hear about that shit, because at the end of the day, your simple old ass don't know half the shit that 20-something-year-old know. It's too many old ass fools walking around being able to speak and teach, and they teaching the wrong shit. And just because you have age does not mean you have wisdom. And I'm so sick and tired of these weak ass people with that bullshit. They uphold the dumbest stuff. The dumbest stuff. And these are your popular people. These are your people who get attention all the time, because that shows you just where the rest of the world is at, on this slow ass train, riding the fucking short bus, right along with they dumb ass.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as somebody real like me start speaking that shit, people want to get mad. Why? Because you don't like real shit? Tired of it. You know, as far as that age to consent, we gonna leave that right there because, like I said, that's up for grabs. And I hope that a lot more people chime in on that discussion and, you know, let me know. And maybe it's me looking at it wrong. Maybe. I'm not gonna say that I'm not. But at the end of the day, I do see where there's a lot of fallacies in what people say.
Sure is.
Opposed to how they move and what they do. I can tell you that. So yeah. I'm not on that foolish train that a lot of people are on. They can be on it by themselves. I'm not on that shit. I'm not on no organization like I'll constantly say. I'm not part of no organization. I'm not affiliated with no groups. I don't deal with nothing that deal with a group of people at all. Because I realize when you can have a mass of people and just because that one person is outnumbered, they'll look like they're wrong because the mass majority sounds loud, but they're wrong. But because there's so many of them, they're going to look like they're right. Opposed to that one person who's saying, y'all all got it wrong. The reason why it's so many of you is because y'all are followers. Y'all don't know how to think for yourself. So therefore, y'all got to follow everything somebody tells y'all that make it sound, oh, it sounds right. You know what I'm saying? Like that junk is stupid to me. But I'ma always eat some asses up when it comes down to somebody talking about some, you think you know it? I don't think shit. If I know it, I know it. And if I don't, I don't. I don't think a motherfucking thing. Just saying. But I feel, again, back on that 15, 16, I think, is a prime, it's a prime age. It's an age where a child knows what they want.
Mm-hmm.
They might not know fully, but they know what they want to do next. How they want to go
and they can work towards it.
You know, like I'm just not on that train of following what everybody else thinks because the majority says.
Exactly. And I was so mad because it was this YouTuber that I follow, and I was looking on Twitter, and they were talking about, oh, he got exposed for being a pedo. And I was like, oh wow, I ain't support this. So I was about to go and follow him. Then I was like, let me go actually look up what is being said.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go look up what was being said. And they calling this man a pedo. He's 19. And the other person is 16. I'm just like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Ignorance.
Y'all calling this man a child molester for a 16-year-old?
Ignorance.
When they were both consenting?
Ignorance.
I was like, this 16-year-old is about to be 17, about to be 18 in a couple of months. This 19-year-old was just 18 not so long ago. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, so first of all, I really want to see how people think, because some people really think that first when you turn 18, you're no longer able to talk to anyone below that age. And that's mind-blowing.
Right.
That is mind-blowing. You tell me when I was 17, it was okay for me to talk to a 14-year-old or talk to this age, but since I'm only one digit up, I just turned 18. I'm now talking to minors, to children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that you was a child at that age, but I wasn't a child at that age. And the person that I'm talking to isn't a child at that age. Because what they're doing, they're making moves that you're not even doing, and you're in your 20s. So they need to get out of that mindset. That really bothered me, that they was calling this man a pedo for talking to a 16-year-old like he was talking to someone that was 5.
That's why I say, it bothers me that just because a person starts saying something that the majority is going to follow does not make them right. And what I've learned is 9 times out of 10, anytime a mass group of people agree with one individual, they are all wrong. All of them are wrong. And the people, and that's why it bothers me that, again, we basing intelligence off of age, off of how long you've been here. Not the lessons that you've learned while you were here, but just how long you've been here. I know people that's been living on this earth 70-something years old and still dumb as shit. Can't teach me a life lesson for nothing. Ain't paid attention to a damn thing life been showing them. But somebody like him would be, oh, they have that age of old wisdom. Why? Because they got grandkids? He's just a dumbass old man with grandkids.
Right.
Like, are you serious? I'm so sick and tired of people sheltering stuff. Like, this junk is stupid to me. And I'm going to keep on knocking against it and knocking against it and knocking against it. Just like I do with Christianity. But that goes into, I want to talk about I want to get back into relationships, and I was talking about the single life, right? And I hear a lot of people say that they don't want to be single and it's lonely out here and all this stuff. And I guess, but my thing is, if you're so lonely, why are you seeking just to have a relationship? You're trying to be committed to somebody. You don't even know what you want yet. Why don't you? I don't see dating the same as making a commitment, because dating means to continue. Okay? That don't mean this is concrete, right? ING means something is still going. It's a continuous thing. So I'm not going to just date you and be like, I'm going to throw all my eggs in this basket right here and just take my chances with you. No, I probably will be dating 3 and 4 people at a time. I'm letting everybody know, I'm not ready to commit. I do see other people. I'm not ready to commit yet. That's dating. Now today, dating is y'all living together and this person out here dating other people while you're home and you're in a relationship by yourself. We was dating. We've been dating for so-and-so years. Exactly. But while you was moving on with commitment when this person was just dating. People get it confused.
Uh-huh.
So I had to get on that. That to me was crazy. And they wonder why relationships struggle so much. So, but yeah, I didn't get into what I really, really wanted to talk about. Because Ray and the others didn't join tonight because they wanted us to be able to talk about
Racial profiling.
And so when they are able to join, then we'll definitely have that conversation. I believe that'll probably be next Friday. So tonight it was just about relationships and, open topic about that, however people feel, and, everybody in their feelings and salty because they single or they in a relationship, but they still single. I don't know. I ain't got enough Kleenex for everybody's tears and their problems on that. But I just felt like, when we're talking about consenting age, because that is a factor in dating. You see a lot of people now. I have met people that did not look like they were 15. That did not look like they were 16. And I'm looking
I know a lot of people like that.
I look like you're how old?
So they're freaking 13-year-olds being 13, looking like you 18, 19. I'm like, wait, what?
Yes.
What?
Until you talk to them and you be like, oh, okay, you're a kid. You're young. And sometimes
even that is questionable.
Right. That's why I'm like, sometimes that's even questionable. So it's like people have to. I'm gonna leave with this. It's all about intelligence. Okay, it's all about mastering knowledge. What it is that's like that life is teaching you. Are you smart enough to get it? Are you getting it? Everything that's happening to you is for a reason, because either you allowed it or it was something that you walked into knowingly or unknowingly. But whatever it is, if it's your life, you got to know how to handle it. You got to ask yourself, do I have control over my thoughts, my mind? Do I have control over my emotions to where I won't be messing up and keep making mistakes with my heart? And do I have myself in line enough to be able to walk right so I don't keep messing up and getting into these situations that I'm wondering, what the hell am I doing here again? So until an individual can work those things out within themselves, that is the only way they can truly say that they are ready for a relationship, because they are mentally mature enough to understand and handle things correctly. They are emotionally balanced because they don't allow themselves to get to a point where they acting violent or acting outside of their character. And they have themselves together. So until a person can say that, they're very unstable and they should be watched and not be so eager to get into relationships, because that's going to be a person that's going to end up probably hurting you or you hurting them, because you're dealing with an adult, but that's a child that has the mind of a child. And if anybody want to disagree, I know plenty of people right now gone, grown ass people gone out of relationships by death because their partner's emotions wasn't in check. Their partner's mental stability wasn't in check. This ain't a game. I almost was out of here because my mental ability wasn't in check, and neither was my partner. But I bet you I got my mental ability together to be like, oh, man, this motherfucker gonna kill your ass. You better leave. Party's over. Time to go. So I had to get it together. And I can't blame nobody but me. You know what I'm saying? Because I chose that person to love and for him to love me back.
Mm-hmm.
It was my messed up choice. I got to take that. I got to chalk that up. Damn. I know the signs next time. Miss your ass next time, I bet you that. And I'll upgrade. So it's not a problem. It's only a problem when you don't recognize the problem within yourself. That's when it's a problem. And you going back out there putting yourself on the market to be dealt with and be swept up, but you still got issues that you was dealing with from your past relationship that you ain't work out. Don't nobody want to deal with your ass with your past. Why I gotta take you and your ex, all your exes, and they issues and yours? Work that shit out, man, and then come back and get me. I might still be available. I probably moved on by then, but work that shit out and come back. Don't come over here by me and you got all these issues that you ain't got through with your past. Don't bother me with that. The only thing you good for is a good time for a couple of hours and your ass got to go. If that. But you ain't ready for no relationship. Now, when you still worrying about my ex did this and they did that, you still mad about that? How long ago that was? You ain't get over there yet? Oh, hell no. I already know I got a problem with you. Because if you still mad at them, that means I'm going to suffer all the things that they did. And if I do one thing that I don't even know that they did, and it triggers the cuckoo chip in your brain to make you be like, oh shit, my ex did that shit. I need to. And now you driving me crazy. No thanks. No thanks. I don't want to activate nobody cuckoo chip. Fix yourself and then put yourself on the market to say, you know what? I'm ready to date. I'm ready to give myself to somebody. I'm mentally stable. I'm mentally, I'm emotionally balanced. I'm ready. I got my act together. But I guess people don't think like that no more. So 2021. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate y'all. Anybody who was able to join us here, I'm still working out kinks in technology, so y'all be patient with me. If you like what I do, y'all donate. Help a sister out. My computer is there, and I need some donations. You can donate to ButtaflySeer. I really appreciate on Cash App. So, real talk though, for real. If you like to donate, if you like to support, please do. I will be doing this every Friday. I'll do this every day if you guys will help me out and support me and let me know that you rock with me, right? I am out, you guys. I appreciate all my participants. Wayne, I appreciate you joining tonight.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Be with me next Friday if you can. And hopefully we'll have the panel full like we did last week. Everybody, I thank y'all. This has been the Race to Consciousness with your girl, Pamela ButtaFly, and I am out. Peace.